Howdy everyone, and welcome back to Runt9 Plays Nova Drift. Didn't have the greatest episode last time. We had 3 runs that weren't particularly great. So let's start this one off with a banger of a run and dial in, focus, and really have a solid time. That's what we're gonna go for here. So what am I looking for in this one? You know what? I wanna get back to a weapon that I know and love. So give me split shot, maybe. So we did a grenade run last time, and we did that during the zany portion of the episode. But I actually think I know how to do a fairly decent grenade run. It just requires not screwing up the mods like I did. You know, you put a big focus on blast radius, you put a big focus on projectile count, and, you know, those two things together can get you a long way. And honestly, I think the architect idea would have worked perfectly fine had we stuck with either mines or ally instead of trying to do both. And so I'm certainly open to that idea if we get the architect again. But, I mean, it's not going to be my first choice. What would be my first choice? I mean, assault is always good. For shield, I mean, I'm still thinking that like either bastion or reflect is kind of my go-to here. I do like reflect quite a bit. It does good work. I mean, yeah, it drains your shield when you reflect a projectile, but it also just works really, really well, honestly. So we'll just kind of get in there, take a little bit of damage, that's fine. So Sentinel, Hullbreaker, and Architect. I mean, of those 3, let's do Architect again, but let's do it correctly. Let's just do one good, strong, powerful ally and do it right. I mean, that seems like it's kind of the point of doing an architect run. And I think that we might even consider Guardian. Because like the thing is, like, that last run really wasn't feeling that zany. It was feeling more, what's the word? Awkward. That it was just a little bit wrong. So we're gonna go magnitude here. That gives us bigger grenades, which means slightly bigger explosions, but also means it's a little easier to hit with them. Hello, boss. I wanna not be right here, is the thing. So we'll just launch some grenades right at his face, and yeah, we're good. I'm taking some damage here. Let's kind of get out of trouble a little bit. But when it comes to the first boss at this point, I'm just like, I can burn him down pretty easily. I mean, give me blast radius. I don't even need to think about it. Like, blast radius is just a must. And then I'm also like totally okay with the burst fire, but I'm not gonna take burst fire until I have more projectiles. Concentrated blast is, I like the blast radius more. See, the thing is, I don't dislike obsession. I think that obsession can be a pretty solid wild metamorph mod if you choose carefully. So in this case, we're looking for ally. I mean, obviously payload is an important one, but you know, the point here is to go ahead and get our strong, powerful ally going. Our strong, independent ally who don't need no man. All right, can I get out of trouble here, please? Okay, thanks, bye. All right. So high explosive, greatly increased blast radius, and splinter are both really good here. I think I'm gonna go just largely increased blast radius, but you'll see also why Splinter is yet again one of my favorite upgrades in the game. I'm gonna take it on just about every run. There are very few situations where it's a bad upgrade. Volley, easiest choice of my life. Now we're sending out 3 grenades at a time. Do they do less damage? Yeah, sure, absolutely. But am I now sending out 3 chunks of high explosive? Also, absolutely. The AoE potential of 3 grenades is just immense. And now, burst fire becomes more appealing. Oh, that's my ally. Don't shoot at him. Yeah, now the AoE potential starts ticking. This is where a grenade run starts to come into its own. You got great blast radius, you get the velocity. So this is the adaptive armor that we got at the end of the last episode. When you take damage, you gain armor stacks. They provide damage resistance with diminishing returns. Harder hits grant multiple armor stacks. They decay after 2 seconds. Armor stacks improve regen, shield effect power. Armor stacks attack enemies when you fire, exploding on impact. You know, I find that incredibly interesting, and I think I'm gonna have to go for that. I really like that concept. All right, so what are we looking for now? At this point, you know, obviously more volley upgrades. I think rapid fire is a good one. Give me rebuke though. This is the one that our armor stacks are going to shoot back at enemies and explode. And since we've got some blast radius mods going on, it seems like that's going to be ultimately pretty beneficial. Needless to say, we're also looking for some ally mods. This boss shouldn't be too much of an issue for us. You know, we got to get him turned around. So, needless to say, just stay inside the lasers here. Fire out your grenades as soon as you got them. You know, kind of a smoke them if you got them kind of situation. And work your way over here. Because you got high blast radius, you can actually hurt the inside from the outside. We don't want to be here, though, is the thing. Get me over here. And let's chuck some grenades inside now. There we go. We got another vulnerable area down. There we go. Easy enough. Not too terribly difficult. So far, so good. This is, you know, this is kind of how a grenade run goes. Grenade is a super late bloomer. You know, it takes a few mods for you to really start seeing the effects. Priority 0 seems pretty good, but I mean, Splinter is just like, it's a god tier grenade mod. Nanotech reconstruction for allies is good, and then we need to get down to evolution so we can get our interceptor. Targeting is also really great for grenades, not gonna lie. I think our ally did die, and so we are gonna deal with a little bit of recharge time here, getting him back out there. We died! No! I didn't realize how much damage we were taking. That was terrible. We're only 8 minutes in. We're doing another serious run. Shoot. Okay, so at this point, my new nemesis is grenade. I feel like I'm playing grenade wrong, and I think part of it is because of how late blooming grenade is. You gotta just focus on it. You gotta be willing to go glass cannon early on. You know what? I think let's actually go for a serious torrent run. We kind of zaned it earlier, so this is gonna be, you know, kind of fighting my demons a little bit, because grenade has given me problems in the past. I've never liked torrent. I don't like the short range of it, the low thrust when you're firing it. It's just a really weird weapon, dude. I do not like it. And so let's exercise these demons, and let's find ourselves what actually is going to work for us from a torrent run. And so what am I looking for? Well, right out of the gate, let me tell you, I think volley is going to be an important one. I think rate of fire is going to be an important one. Give me projectile size upgrades. I think I'd be looking for assault here from a shield perspective. Amp is going to be the go-to here, I think. Spectre, assault, or hullbreaker. Of those three, I'll take assault, please and thank you. Little bit of rate of fire, damage increase, less projectile spread, all good stuff. We got another upgrade ready already, actually. I'm thinking shield effect radius is going to be pretty top tier for us with Amp. That makes sure that basically if we're in range for Torrent, we're in range for Amp. And that damage increase is going to be beneficial for us for sure. Now, the other thing to keep in mind here is I do realize how miserable I am at this game. I love it, but I'm also absolutely awful. And so I get that. But thing is, I have fun. And to me, as long as you're having fun, that's what really matters. Yeah, give me velocity. Okay, so velocity decreases the degradation rate a little bit, it seems like. That's actually giving us maximum range here. So let's make sure that we don't take anything that decreases velocity. Like the targeting tree. The targeting tree is going to be a bad one to go for. We're going to want increased projectile velocity, because that's going to get us a little bit more range, be able to keep us safer. I think rate of fire is going to be an important upgrade. Definitely don't want burst fire. We're not going to want calibrate. We're going to go for magnitude on this one. Bigger projectiles that fire farther seems good to me, and I think rate of fire is going to be another one. Torrent also feels kind of like a late bloomer, but you also need to make sure that you get some good defensive upgrades. So we are melting this dude. Like, no joke, that is one of the fastest melts I've ever had. We also didn't get an upgrade from that, but that's totally fine. Okay, so the damage is definitely feeling like it's there. Splinter reduces rate of fire, and I don't think I want to go for that. Volley reduces damage, size, and velocity. But I'm pretty sure that Fusillade is going to be, and I also could be completely mispronouncing that. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a great upgrade for us long term. Even though I know I said we're not going to take anything that reduces velocity. Definitely give me payload here. And yeah, we're not going to take charge shot. Like, charge shot is not something I'm interested in here. Good damage output. I'm happy with the damage output. It's seeming pretty good to me here. So these guys scare the crap out of me with having to get in as close as we have to. Because if we let them bite us, they do a bunch of damage, and we have low shields here. Radiant shield seems like a good one. Honestly, give me just improved shields. I want to get more shields going on here. I feel like that's going to be a beneficial upgrade since we started with Amp, which has a low initial starting shield. Starts at 50 shield, which is obviously pretty bad. Snipe is plus velocity, and I'm actually really thinking that that plus 20% velocity is going to be good for us here. Yeah, look at how much farther our projectile travels here. It gives us some really solid AoE as the range increases. I think we need some really good rate of fire increases as well, so that we can get the charge time down. That makes sense. Outrage module. Adaptive armor we were looking at last time, and I think that's actually pretty good for us. Efficiency also seems pretty decent, but I think the adaptive armor is going to be, you know, a good way for us to kind of stay in and stay tanky. So yeah, give me the adaptive armor. And then I think it's finally time to take some rate of fire here. Yeah, it gets us gets things charging a little bit quicker. So we definitely still want to be in like super close for maximum damage, but it is okay to stay at a little bit of range now, and that is beneficial. I feel like that gives us a little bit more breathing room. Firing array seems interesting here. Channeling, I think we're gonna focus on some defensive buffs though, because like damage isn't our problem now. Making sure that we can get into a close range and not just immediately get yeeted seems like more of the concern here. I also think going ahead and getting our amp radius all the way up. All the way up. Seems pretty good. And since projectile velocity scales with thrust speed, thrusting and firing is actually like a decent concept for us. It gets our projectiles traveling a long ways out. All right, what are we looking at here? Focus fire, incendiary strike, both good. I think we're gonna take focus fire here though, because then that really allows us to put the damage in big time. I mean, look at how we're just draining this guy down. And this is on the exterior. We might legitimately be able to kill him without killing any of his vulnerabilities, which I don't think I've ever pulled off before. But let's actually get in here and just like go to town for a second. Now get out. Get out. This is dangerous. Okay. How about you stop taking damage? Get out of here. All right, get to the other side of the screen. And then let's get back to putting some damage down. I mean, we are pretty much just melting him at close range here. We are able to do the vast majority of that damage without getting into the vulnerable portions on that boss, which is a new concept for me. I think barrier is a solid one here. Go ahead and give me the core shielding. More hull, more shield. I think the tankiness is going to pay off for us in the long run. It allows us to stay aggressive with the just like insane amount of damage our weapon does up close without worrying as much about it. I'm thinking though that like from a glass cannon perspective, yes, amp is really helping our damage out, but I think it's a little too risky just from the low amount of shields that it provides. Splinter feels like it's going to be the next choice here. I'm going to keep an eye on the shield though. When we get one that's like got a high amount of shield and also is just like a good choice, I'm going to very much consider it. But let's go Splinter here. I think Splinter should also work out well for us here, assuming that I understand how it works with this particular weapon, which it doesn't appear to be splintering like I'm used to. And again, like Splinter is one of those ones that I'm going to take on everything, but I think I just proved that it's not a good idea to take it on this particular weapon. Okay, don't take the damage here. I need to focus in. A little bit of radio silence. All right, we need to get shield recharged. I'm gonna wait for it to get recharged before I get aggressive again. And then kill this guy from behind, please. All right, now these guys, not too much of an issue. So as long as you actually hit them correctly. There we go. Oh, Warpath? I don't know, Warpath seems pretty good. Give me Radiant Shields, though. Because if we're going to go with Amp, then get as many things inside my Amp radius as possible. But honestly, I want more shields than this. I'd be okay taking just about any other shield at this point. Like, honestly, Temporal seems like it would be better here for us. Can we just, like, not, though? I don't feel tanky enough. We're gonna die. Yeah, we're dead. I'm sitting there complaining about tankiness, and I knew. I don't hate that weapon, but I do know that I need to get tankier if I'm gonna run a torrent. So we'll call this the 20-minute Zane run. Let's see if we can do something a little bit crazy. So maybe let's take something that we usually do something non-zany with, like Salvo. and try to find what makes Salvo super zany. Like maybe the ally that will also fire it. I'm not sure. Or maybe Vortex. Give me a Vortex run. Flak. Huh. Let's try to find what else can you do with Flak. Because I already know that like Flak is really good if you play it correctly. And I know that like you're like, well, what's the? Can I not say like that many times, bro? I know that you're probably thinking, what is the real major difference between Flak and Torrent? They both require you to get in pretty close. And the biggest difference is with Flak, I tend to be thrusting a lot more. Give me Halo. So we're gonna go for a bunch of shield radius here and make it to where maybe we'll go for a big burning damage one on this one. Get the incendiary shot and make our, go for a bunch of burn damage. There is also battery. It is the king of zany runs, but let's go Firefly. I'm okay with this so far. Here, let's let our Firefly burn damage go. Yeah, look at that. Burn them. Burn them to a crisp. Oh no, we got a bunch of those enemies. Let me just burn them with my my stuff. Okay. And plus, this one also has 100 shield and Firefly has 100 hull. So, good stuff. All right, what gets us moving here? I think Twin Strike sounds fun. Heavy Caliber is just like a simple, easy choice. Let's go for Thrusters plus Deadly Wake. That's a mod that I basically never go for, but it'll work with this Firefly mod. And I may even make it to where my Flak fires from behind. Maybe. We'll see. That one just really messes with me, just like from a controls perspective. Nope. Rude. Hold on, let me take these guys out. Ah, didn't get him. See here, magnitude. Yeah, give me shield effect radius. Get our burning radius up more. We're gonna want to take increased burn damage as soon as possible. And so, like, we take damage while we are burning enemies. And so that is something that you have to keep in mind. But definitely give me the Outrage module. Or, no, this gives plus X% burn damage, though. We'll see Radiant Shields again. And so, needless to say, this guy is just, like, super dead. Like, Flak is just too good against that guy. Streamline. Interesting. No, I want Deadly Wake, and then we'll take Blink. I don't think that one is zany. It's just, it seems kind of bad. Improve shield, improve regen, blast radius. So velocity is where we get to Incendiary Strike, and that's where ultimately I want to go here. So that's where we're going to go right now. Needless to say, Snipe is like a completely awful choice, and so we're not going to go Snipe. Calibrate does seem okay, though. Let's take Calibrate, and we're going to want to get to that Incendiary Strike, pretty much ASAP. Yeah, so I actually... This isn't too terribly far off from the Flak run that I did on stream that actually got... I think that was my first 6-figure run. Because Calibrate decreases projectile spread, so after a bit, you shoot a much, much more concentrated Flak, and the projectile velocity means that the shots, or the Flak goes much further, which ends up actually making, like, Snipe may not be a bad idea at this point. We're gonna hang out, wait for the singularity to disappear. Actually, let's go ahead and grab an upgrade here. Yeah, give me Incendiary Strike. And then, yeah, we're gonna go for a burn damage kind of thing. Give me Deadly Wake. And then Incandescence, increased burn damage. Let's go. Causes crash damage. No, I don't care about that. Rampage. No, I don't want the thrust power. Kinetic Boost. Global damage increases as your speed does. That's also a fun one, but I think we got to take Solar Heat here and just take a bunch of Wild Metamorphosis mods. Because then, like, all of our burn damage is going to do more. And so we're just like a mass of fire. I love it. I want the full increased shield radius, though, is the other thing. So, like, we can seriously just drive around and burn enemies and not even worry about shooting. I'm not going to do that, but, I mean, that was an example there of, like, you certainly can if you're interested in that. If, you know, you're into that type of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So, I still do not know how to do Blink. I think that's going to be... Okay, so it's Shift. So we can now blink using Shift, and it has a short cooldown, but not a super short cooldown. It does take it a moment. So get me in here. Put some damage down. Hey, bro, get out of here. You know, actually, let's kind of sit here and let some burn damage do what it does. Can you kill some of these modules, please? And then get out. Oh! Almost. Because now we can, like, blink to the other side of his weapon. Like that. That's the way it was supposed to work the first time. But I've literally never taken blink before. And now I already seriously like it. This is, honestly, this is such a great idea to do the zany runs because and I know that probably at this point, everyone is already sick and tired of the word zane or zany or whatever. Like, I get it. It is probably annoying. I feel you. But it's also, like, the right term for it. So we are doing a sniper flak run also, which makes me think that I kind of want to do volley and then do the decreased projectile spread one. All right, we got a little bit of stuff going on. Can we get our shield back, though, is the thing. Like, that'd be great. Okay, we got our shield back. So now we can burninate the countryside, burninate all the peasants in their thatched roof cottages. And then Trogdor comes in the night. Trogdor was a man. I mean, we are basically a dragon. We're shooting out flaming flak cannon things and burning literally everything in our wake. I mean, that actually doesn't even make us remotely close to a dragon, but no, it's fun to think about. Okay, let's see here. Volley, Purge. Give me Corrosion, please. Because while Volley is definitely something that would be good, we're going for fire damage here. So I want to increase our burn damage. Here, there's Purification. So increase burn damage, burn duration, and we get hull and shield recovery for burning enemies. Does it make our flak cannon itself do less damage? Absolutely. Does that matter to me? No. It's just too much fun, dude. Get everything burning. And so it's like, just throw out some flak shells and everything will die. Eventually. Because now we've got like the corrosion stacks that are gonna go to different enemies and everything. All right, so this guy is a pain in the butt. And he burned to death.
Well, clearly they're gonna burn a lot.
That's a Charlie Te Unicron reference, which was a parody of Charlie the Unicorn made by the creator of Charlie the Unicorn. And I actually think that it's, in its own way, as funny, if not funnier, than the original Charlie the Unicorns. All right, what do we want now? I mean, I think more Solar Heart is just kind of hilarious. Masochism seems interesting, but give me another Solar Heart. More burn damage. I mean, things are dying pretty quickly from the burn damage, not gonna lie. I am curious what it does once you start stacking it onto a boss, which we're about to find out. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at how it's just ticking down. And we get like in range though with our thing and just try to burn it. Nope. No me gusta. Keep it going, burn it to a crisp, and then there's the singularity. So it is not still on fire. We need to keep lighting it on fire is the thing. No, 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 no. I refuse. I will not get pulled in. Yeah, so turns out burning damage is pretty good against bosses because it keeps ticking even when you're not able to fire because you're focusing on dodging. Okay, hold on. 1 second here. Can we hold on for a second? I did not think that a like sniper flak setup focused on burning damage would actually work that great, but I'm glad that it is because this is kind of hilarious. But can we do some upgrades though? Chaotic Ambition, more wild mods. Give me Rate of Fire. I don't think I want Volley though. I think Volley could be fun. And then give me Focus Fire. Definitely Focus Fire. We are doing Sniper Flak Gun. I am the Sniper Flak. This is insane amounts of fun right now. I am loving this build. This is hilarious. Burn everything. I'm definitely a Targaryen. More weaponized damage on our shield, but I think increased projectile size seems interesting. But give me more weaponized shield. Oh, you're just gonna sit there in my radius and take damage? Seems like a good idea for you. Oh, that I didn't even think about the fact that that's just gonna burn up that dude's torpedoes. He can never hit me with those because I will literally just burn them up in my atmosphere. Okay. So basically just let things get close to me and they just die. Look at that. Look at how fun that is. I mean, do we take another Solar Heart? I think we take another Solar Heart. Burn myself, see if I care. It's just too much fun, dude. And we've got this whole sniper flak thing going on. I think projectile size is probably like a good next upgrade. This started as a zany run and is now turning into a serious run because this is actually doing pretty well. So as long as we keep our shields up, which I think a plus max shield upgrade would probably be a good idea. Firing array seems interesting. Blast radius I don't think does anything here for us. I'm gonna re-roll. Give me Fusillade. for all of the flak. Give me my AoE back. Oh, no, no, no. I mean, like, it works, though, is the thing. This works very well, as a matter of fact. Okay, so we're kind of getting to the point of this is turning into a bit of a serious run. So what would I want from it in order to kind of keep things ticking? Well, I think that obviously having some more like weapon damage and weapon size would be good. Shield strength would be incredibly ideal right now. Lasers, please no. I also need to use my trail more. That's a lot of bullets. Okay. Nope, don't do that. I mean, more Solar Heart is just kind of hilarious. Give me efficiency. You know what? Because we can take something that'll balance our shield and hull out a little bit, and give us some good regen if we are not firing. Okay, so this boss, let's just get him immediately ticking with some good burning damage. Let's also not run into his mines. All right, I need my shield back up, though. Please, K things by. No! Ah! Oh, I hate it. Dude, that was turning into such a sweet run, brother. All right, we unlocked more rerolls. 63K is gonna put us at number 7. Okay, so now I've learned that Sniper Flak works. I don't think Sniper Flak plus burning necessarily works, but I'm gonna come back to that Sniper Flak idea. That's a neat one. So that was a pretty fun run. I enjoyed that one. That was a good way to finish out the episode after the way the first 2 runs kind of fell apart really quickly and really poorly. But this is where I'm going to leave things off. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave me some feedback in the form of likes, dislikes, comments, however you want to do it. In addition, if you want to head on over to Twitter and find me at Runt9 Plays, let me know what you think about it there, and just follow me for updates and whatnot. In addition, come check out the streams over at twitch.tv/Runt9 Plays. That is 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Central Daylight Time now. I guess I should start saying that. That is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Come check it out. But for now, that's all I got for you. I'm Runt9, and this is Nova Drift. I will see you later.